look at the single man I got on me, a special radar on the fire department hotline in case I...
Hey everyone, this is now officially the 6th vlog, which is, again, better than I thought I was going to do when I first started this thing, so I thought I'd lose track of it all. Yes, there's my cat again. I love you too. Weird. Well, I got actually 2 comments. Yes, I'm starting with the comments right away this time. I've gotten 2 comments on the last vlog. One was saying, "Seen as though you asked, and I know you've seen it. What did you think of Repo? Oh, and if you played it, what did you think of Heavy Rain?" That's all I have at the moment. Well, in response to the first part of it, Repo. Cue holy music.
I can't feel nothing at all.
Yeah, Repo the Genetic Opera. Yeah, you heard that right, Genetic Opera. It's really good. I like it a lot. Seeing as, however, I made a few videos on my other account using some of the music. What's kind of interesting is that I'm not usually a fan of musicals, but this one got my attention. What I find also kind of neat is that it started actually as a very short play. Broadway musical kind of thing. Started out as a play, then expanded, and they made it into a movie. Surprisingly, one of the actors is Paris Hilton. You would not know it from any point in the movie. When I first saw the ads, I did not know it was Paris Hilton. Now, I know everyone rags on Paris Hilton, but in this I actually do find she's pretty good for the role. Then again, the role she plays is a bit of a brat, but we won't go into that now, will we? And as for Heavy Rain, I actually have not played it. I looked it up. I discovered why I have not played it, because it's on PSP. I only own my little silver Game Boy, one of those ones that flips open. Yeah, I just have a little Game Boy. But then I discovered about Origami Killer, and yeah, a guy that kills and leaves origami animals behind the bodies. Are you trying to hint that I'm going to become a murderer with all those origami things I keep showing you? Cause I'm not planning to do that for a while yet. Alright, and there is another comment saying, "Okay, so I watched this at work, and the point where you were talking to your cat, I may have laughed loudly. Way to disrupt my job." You're welcome. And if it helps any, the cat's laying beside me right now. She's kind of fat. See, as for a random comment, I have a few. Most importantly, Shakira's song Gypsy. Thoughts? That is another toss back to this CD, the new one. And there's a song on here called Gypsy. I actually do like this song very much. It's quite catchy. It has kind of a nice flow to it. It's very light. I like most of the songs on the CD, actually. But the Gypsy one is quite a good one. And least importantly and most randomly, if you had to choose between going on a date with Elton John or Boy George, who would you choose and why? Okay, on one hand, I know who Elton John is, and I know what his orientation is. On the other hand, I don't really know who Boy George is, but I googled him. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But in all honesty, I'd probably want to hang out with Elton John more with the fact that I know who he is. And I kind of want to ask him if he could show me how to play a bit of piano, because I think pianos are pretty. Yes. Also, it'd be kind of funny, because I think some of the outfits he wears at his concerts are kind of amusing, because they're all sparkly and shiny. So I'd go with Elton John. Alright, I have just a fun little fact to toss out there for you that'll leave you guessing for just a minute. Belly dancing was invented a long time ago. However, it was invented by women, of course, but not in the way we think. It was invented by harem wives. Now, I'll give you a couple guesses about why they made it. They made it to either A, entertain their husbands, or husband at the time, B, entertain visitors or guests, or C, they were bored. Yeah, it's C. They were bored. Harem wives were bored being kept up all the time, so eventually they decided to do something to celebrate themselves, the female sexuality, just for them. Eventually it got blown out of proportion. True, probably at some point it was used to entertain their husbands or visitors, but a lot of movies blew it way out of proportion, made it seem that was the only reason it was made, for their husbands' sexual reasons only. It was originally purely for the women, just the wives. After that, a lot of different versions of it formed, but that's how it all started. Alright, the book suggestion for this vlog is another manga. I'm sure a lot of you have, well, those who've seen it might have heard of this one. It's been made into an anime, and the season of it is actually complete. But like most animes, it deviates entirely from what the manga does, 'cause as far as I know, the manga itself isn't complete, or at least not done translating. It is called Black Butler by Yana Tsuboso. I probably pronounced the name wrong. I also cannot pronounce the original Japanese name, but it starts with a K. Yeah. But it's a very good one. It's rated older teen, just to toss it out there right away, just in case. This is just the first volume. I know there's a few more translated, but I'm not sure how many are available nearby. I'll probably have to find them online. But the back says, just a stone's throw from London lies the manor house of the illustrious Phantom Hive, earldom and its master, One Seal Phantom Hive. Earl Phantom Hive is the giants in the world of commerce, Queen Victoria's faithful servant, and a slip of a 12-year-old boy. Fortunately, his loyal butler, Sebastian, is ever at his side, ready to carry out the young master's wishes. And whether Sebastian is called to save a dinner party gone awry, or probe the dark secrets of London's underbelly, there apparently is nothing Sebastian cannot do. In fact, one might say Sebastian is too good to be true, or at least, too good to be human. And from that, you can guess that, yes, there's fantasy involved. It's also set in Victorian London. The cover there. The artwork is really well done, and it's easy to follow well enough, though, again, it's the manga, it's done backwards. Backwards, basically. Instead of reading it this way, you read it this way. I have another belly dance fact to toss out there for you guys. Belly dance actually isn't so much the stomach. True, it can be used for, like, the whole belly roll thing. But where most of it is centered is actually around the hips and the ribcage. Shakira is a good example. She does do some belly work, but when you actually watch her, especially in the Hips Don't Lie video, she does a lot of work with the ribcage. I can do some of that, actually. the scene with the chair, the ribcage thing she's doing, that's basically lifts, drops, and something called a chest C. Things like that I can do, because it's a type of belly dance called cabaret. It's basically showy, more upbeat. Another style is African. It's more downbeats. It's wider steps. Some of the bass movements between the two are very similar, but there's a lot of differences. But both do utilize the waist, ribcage. Holy cow, there's actually a part 2 to this.
'Cause I'm a gypsy.